Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese sizala sokhuluma ngazo le zinto esuke sifundile. Senzela laba phela abasuke bengenazo isikhathi sokuthi bazifunde le incwadi nalabo abanqenayo nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethu la eMzansi bese sizala sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama recaps or ama reviews bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga any other issues asuke evukile uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Namhlanje na-ke I just want to talk about our real housewives of Durban and talk about whether siwabona enough yini ama-businesses nama-business ideas abo la kwi-real housewives of Durban. I think season 2 someone might say ukuthi kusa early on in the season, but I do think ukuthi by episode 4 we should really know ukuthi what is your storyline going to be about, and if ukuthi in your storyline you are going to introduce your business or your business idea or your product, fanele ngabe sesike sezwa ngayo, but nginako ukuthi engazi ukuthi mhlambe abayisebenzisi leyo opportunity enough. Kodwa ke phela isizini ayikakapheli, mhlambe basazolokhuza basazositshela ngawo ama businesses awo. Siye sabona lapha yana ku season 1 when Ulachonco introduced her, I think it's her skincare line, when she called the women to come by lapha ku trip and she introduced her products wawachaza kahle ukuthi enzani. And then we also saw uMabusi lapha her steaming her steaming business lapha, and the ladies came there were explain ama products akho ukuthi asebenza kanjani and all of that. And also Annie is the only one kule season that has spoken about her businesses. In fact, in the last episode, they shot a scene in the restaurant that her husband had just acquired. And when they show she mentions it that restaurant is owned by her husband, which I think is a really good idea to do. But when it comes to the other women this season, I don't know if they are going to talk about their businesses at all, or by leave out of that they're just going to talk about their lives away from work. But I don't think ukuthi so far bayayisebenzisa the opportunity of being on Real Housewives of Durban to expand their businesses. Aswaboni enough ama businesses are these women, even though we like drama, but we also like to see these women what they're all about when it comes to work. I know ukuthi uLona uLachonco right now, she was being congratulated because she got a deal with Woolworths. She's got these t-shirts that she's doing azodayiswa Woolworths, and abhalwe a lot of the things uLachonco athanda ukuzisho njengokuthi umnge kanjena. I saw one t-shirt egqokile, so I know she has that deal, but angikho sure ukuthi that is something azogcina ekhulumile ngayo show. I'm hoping what really honestly they take this opportunity, because apparently it really does good for your business. It can turn your business into a multi-million run business ngokuthi nje ukhulume ngayo kwi-TV. I want to talk about two housewives that have been known to be very successful business-wise in the US, because they have introduced ama businesses abo, or they have talked about ama businesses abo while they were on the show. One wife that I want to talk about is Bethany Frankel. Bethany is on Real Housewives of New York. Bethany is one of the housewives actually owafika kwi-Real Housewives of New York edeleleka. She was looked down on, Bethany, because she wasn't as rich as the other housewives. The other housewives were richer than her. But even though Bebe rich, it was because a lot of them were married to rich men. So Bethany was still trying to make it in life. She didn't have a rich husband. She was still trying to make it in life as chef nakhona. She wasn't doing that well, and that is something that the women abebemdelela ngayo vele ukuthi how her businesses were doing and how much she doesn't have imali. And she started a business called Skinny Girl, which is a range of ama cocktails, and she has turned that business into a multi-million-dollar business while Real Housewives of Durban. That business yakhe from the time eqala to up to now ubekhuluma ngayo. Every chance that she will get, she will talk about it on a Real Housewives of New York. So Bethany, when they asked her ukuthi how has she used the opportunity ukuthi abe kwi Real Housewives ukuthi akhulise ibhizinisi lakhe, and what advice she has for abanye abantu who are entering into a franchise Real Housewives ukuthi how can they use that opportunity. Bethany says ukuthi one mistake that ama housewives amanye make ukuthi when they come into the Real Housewives of Durban, Real Housewives franchise ukuthi abanye they forget to talk about izinto that they do outside of drama le ekhona between the housewives. Athi there is one mistake. Athi she doesn't understand why ungezokhuluma ngebhizinisi lakho while you are on TV and you are going to do it for free. It's like free marketing. She also says ukuthi abanye abakhulumayo ngama products abo or ngama businesses abo, a mistake that they do is that they talk about their businesses while they are still thinking about the idea, ingakabi ready. Let's say mhlambe you are going to have a makeup line, for example. Uthi mawuke wakhuluma nge makeup line yakho on TV, if you talk about it in today's episode, tomorrow you must have your product ready for delivery, ready for distribution. If we ship it to other countries, it must be ready. Actually, there's been ama housewives akhuluma ngama products abo while they are at a developing stage, and then uthola ukuthi umuntu uzokhuluma nge product yakho namhlanje and tomorrow people are calling wanting the product but the product is not ready. And athi ama viewers phela vele kusuke bekhona abanye abantu who are in business doing the same thing that you're doing, so if they are calling and they're not getting your product, bazohamba bayowathola somewhere else. By the time you are finished with your products, they are not interested anymore. So as a housewife, mawuza kwi franchise, come with your products already ready. So when you talk about it, the product yakho on a Real Housewife, it must be ready for delivery, because she says ukuthi you run out no matter how much you have of that product. Once you talk about it on a Real Housewives, you run out of the product because people want it. And she says that is something that she has learned. She does say with Real Housewives is free advertisement, it's free marketing, because it's watched by millions and millions of people, so you get to mention it and people know about it. And she doesn't understand why people wouldn't use that opportunity, even if your product is doing well already. But if you want to improve it, you can just go and talk about it on a Real Housewives. And then there's another housewives on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss is one of the housewives that have made a lot of money. She's one of the richest. I think she might actually be the richest housewife in that franchise and also in all of the franchises. In fact, Andy Cohen, who's one of the producers of the show, has said Kandi Burruss is one housewife that is the most has the most business mind, as she can turn the simple idea into a business. Kandi said ukuthi yena uyisebenzisa i-Real Housewives of Atlanta as a free information. It's like you get to sit on the chair and talk about your business and talk about your products for free and give as much details as you want to give without ukuthi uyikhokhele i-marketing. In fact, you are paid to be on a show and talk about your business. It's like you are paid to market your business. She also said the same thing as similar to what Bethany said, because uthi every single product that she has mentioned, or maybe one of the housewives mentioned one of her products on Real Housewives of Atlanta, as they struggle to keep up with a demand after that, because people want that product just because it's been mentioned on the show. One of the things that Kandi has is Istolo. She has a boutique, a clothing boutique, and she also has ilokuzana ama restaurants. And she says, in fact, for her, it has become the thing. Abantu mabevakashe Atlanta, they won't leave Atlanta without coming to her boutique. They won't leave Atlanta without coming to her restaurant, because she has spoken about Lama restaurants. In fact, when they were still starting a business, Lama restaurant with her husband, they talked about it on the show. So people, when they go to Atlanta, people want to go and see the place before they leave. There's a lot of other things, Kandi, that she has done. She has done a stage stage plays as well. We all know she's a singer, she's a songwriter, and they've done a tour. And Leo, they did a spin-off show with the group here, Laphayana Escape, and they showed her on TV. Every season, Kandi has a business idea that she talks about every single season. Utiena, every time kuqala is season, she always sits down with the producers and tells them, "What's this season? This is the business that I'm doing." So whatever abasuke be shoot leyo season leyo, wenza show ukuthi they shoot it. At some point, they're going to shoot an episode or two around a business like. And Kandi is known to have made a lot of money from being on the show. She says she's going to be on the show as long as she can be, because she feels it has helped her a lot in her business. So I think ama housewives to Allah elokuzeni eThekwini can learn a lot from these two housewives. But these are not the only two housewives that have been successful just for being on the show. So nabo bangawasebenzisa lama show. So nginako ukuba worried a little bit uma ngabe ama products abo, uma ngabe ama businesses abo bengakhulumi ngawo ku show, because I feel like it's an opportunity for them. But also it's not just the Real Housewives of Durban. It's also all the other shows that we do on this channel. It's also on Umnakwethu. It's also on Lokuzana. Moja Loves Umdeni. All the shows that we've done here, people don't use the opportunity to work on something that they could freely advertise on the show. I don't think that in South Africa people realize yet when you are on a reality show, there's so much more that you can do than just being on that show. But this season is still young on Real Housewives of Durban. I'm hoping that we're gonna see more of Sorisha's businesses. We're gonna see more of Nonku's businesses. We're gonna see more of Annie and Lachongo and Makumalo's businesses, because it really would be great for their businesses. And I think even for us, it would be inspirational to see them, that even though they are doing very well business-wise, but to see them grow even more just because they're doing the show, it would be great. After all, I mean, they're using your life on the show to entertain it. Why not use the show now to grow your business? So I'm really looking forward to seeing more about it. I'll be really disappointed if Abola Chongo don't show their products, don't show their businesses on, and they are only focused on the drama, because then what do they gain by that? But thank you so much, Kutini video. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think they've shown enough of their businesses on this show? And do you think they should or they should not? What is your opinion? Give me that in the comment section. Please like the video before you share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. The story saying guys see us, and I'm planning on 7 o'clock. We are trying new slots. Thank you so much. Bye.